What's up, and welcome to another episode of Vintage Game Finder. I'm NeevesMons07. Want to say thanks for watching, like always. I like to think it was a decent weekend, or week, as I now refer to, because if I pick up at least every other day, then I can hold the obsession at bay. You know what I mean? It used to be a weekend thing, but now it's getting to the point where I'm pretty much addicted to the hobby, and I'm looking for stuff every day. Like, this is pretty much what a crackhead probably goes through. But let's go ahead and get started. First of all, I like to start with a package that I received in the mail from one of my social media groups, and that is from my new retro buddy Jeff from Fort Payne, Alabama. First off, thank you, and if you're watching, I appreciate it, man. Any support I could get, positive or in some cases negative, which is okay, to each his own. Any feedback is good feedback, even if it's negative, because you can still take something from that and learn from it and use it for yourself, so you can go ahead and progress. But anyways, I got this game from him. It was kind of a blind trade. I told him I was gonna send him a care package, because I've been looking for this game for a while, and I've seen it in a couple spots, but I don't like paying retail. I never have. I never will. In the few rare cases that I do, it's usually something price-wise that's not out of this world. You know what I'm saying? You would list it as a common title, but in this case, in my end of the trade, I received Street Fighter Alpha 2 for the Super Nintendo. And of course, he even threw in the sleeve, which is awesome. So Jeff, thank you. I appreciate it, man. Keep an eye out, because I always have stuff on my Facebook page, Vintage Game Finder. If you guys don't know about it, go ahead and check it out. Whatever I don't decide to keep, I try to pass along to others that are in the hobby. I feel like it gives me a little bit of peace of mind knowing that it's going to another collector, instead of me just making an attempt to flip on it, because I don't know, I don't feel comfortable doing that. So what I usually do is I try to trade for as close to equal value as possible, and if it works out, fine. But if as long as it's something I want and it's something they want, then it's all good. I have a lot that I picked up for a little bit under $20. She was referred to me by a coworker, so I went to visit her, and basically what she does is she cleans out the vacant houses that are foreclosed on in the area of Florida that I'm in. That's pretty good business, because unfortunately there's a lot of foreclosures in the state of Florida, which is been going on for a couple of years now, ever since that housing bubble burst in 2008. So she's been doing that, and she found out about me that I'm an avid collector, and I've been collecting and paying people for their old video games. So she gave me a call. She had a couple of video games and accessories and consoles, but most of what she had I already had, or I had very little interest in. But I did manage to pick up this little lot here for under $20. So let's go ahead and show that to you. Of course, it's the first pickup I have here is from that lot is the Super Cobra Advanced Light Gun with the force feedback, and that it is Namco Time Crisis GunCon compatible. Unfortunately, in my PlayStation collection, I don't have any gun games, so I'm debating whether I should hold on to this or not. I have the CRT TV to go ahead and set it up on, but I'm still on the fence whether I should hold on to this or not. So keep your eyes on it if you are interested in it. I might keep it, I might pass it along. I should know within a couple of days if I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'll start showing you the games that I picked up. I had most of these are PlayStation, and then a couple PlayStation 2 games and a Wii game to go ahead and finish it off. I'll start with the PlayStation stuff, and this is the next Tetris by Atari. Next, I have a greatest hits copy of Tekken 2 for the PlayStation. Black label copy of The Simpsons Wrestling. Tomb Raider 3, The Adventures of Lara Croft. PlayStation. The game is Die Hard Trilogy 2 on the PlayStation, Black label. I do remember the first Die Hard trilogy. I had a copy of it on Sega Saturn however long ago, but I had no idea there was a sequel to it, so that's pretty cool to have and put in your collection if you do come across it. I'd probably keep it because I feel like it's a little bit uncommon. Next is Armored Core Master of Arena, and this is a double disc, black label. Both of the discs are in pretty good condition. I remember this series, but I was still in the Saturn at that point, so I had a game similar to it. It was called Virtual On, and that game was kind of fun, even though the polygons were a little. They looked undesirable, but I mean it was the era for those games, for those polygon based games, and some of them were pretty ugly to look at, but this game doesn't look too bad. I like the fact that you could go ahead and customize them with weapon and armor combinations, so that's pretty cool. I already had this game. I was just missing the manual, and I was happy that I was able to find the manual to make it a complete copy. It's the greatest hits edition of Frogger on the PS1. Then after that, we have some demo discs. I don't think the demand is that huge for demo discs, to be honest, but I still like having them just to have variety, or to try out a game that I don't have in the collection that at least I could go ahead and get some hands-on play on it. And if I do manage to come across it eventually at one time or another, I could go ahead and pick it up, and I could be like, oh yeah, I played this game. It's worth the $2 or $3 that I'm going to pay to pick it up. So the majority of them are for PS2. This is the not for resale demo disc of Driver Parallel Lines. Then we have some PlayStation Magazine demo discs. This is issue 102. Then I have issue 101. And then issue 106 with Metal Gear Solid 4 on it. I have issue 103 with Black on it, which I do have a copy of Black. It's a pretty cool game. If you haven't played it, go ahead and check it out. The graphics for the PS2, I think the graphics are pretty tight. It's not a revolutionary game by any means, but it's still a game that is well, to me, in my opinion, is worth having in your PS2 collection if you go ahead and do come across it. It's a pretty good pickup. Next, I have another PlayStation Magazine demo disc. This is issue 99 with King Kong on it. I played some of the King Kong game on this disc, and for a movie-based game, I think it's not too bad. I really do like the boss fight with the T-Rex. So if I do manage to find out, I'm going to go ahead and pick it up, if the price is right, of course. And then to go ahead and finish up that pickup, I have Grand Theft Auto Vice City on the PS2 complete. Grand Theft Auto San Andreas complete. And keep in mind, both of these copies do actually come with the maps, so that's pretty awesome. And then to go ahead and finish it off, we have Wii Play for the Nintendo Wii. The Wii is the console of choice for my kids, which isn't a bad thing. It is a kid-friendly console, so whenever I manage to find comic games, as long as it's not your typical shovelware stuff, then I go ahead and pick it up. But anyways, this one I picked up in the social group was a complete copy of Taz and Escape from Mars. And that's complete with the manual. I have a copy, but it's loose, so I'm going to go ahead and take that out of my collection and put it in my trade pile and hopefully find a good home for it. Next, coming back to some loose PlayStation games, I have MLB 99 for the PS1. Rayman Brain Games, looks like a fun title for PS1. PS1 title here, Johnny Bazooka Tone. I have this complete for the Sega Saturn, so I'm interested in playing this just to see if there's any differences in the gameplay or the graphics. But pretty happy to have it on more than one console. I mean, I never played it before. I didn't really have an interest in playing it, but when I picked it up for the Saturn, I gave it a shot and it wasn't too bad. Next, we have Yu-Gi-Oh! The Duelist of the Roses on PS2. And that's loose, of course. And then I have another demo disc, and this is the official US PlayStation demo disc for October of 2000. Now, usually when I find these, especially those demo discs, I don't usually pay more than 50 cents to $1 on them. I mean, like I said, I just have them to say, hey, I got these demo discs too. So anyways, let's go ahead and round up what I picked up for the week, and that is a greatest hits copy for the PlayStation 2 of Dark Cloud. I hear good things about this RPG, so I'm pretty anxious to go ahead and check it out eventually. Got that. Got the Simpsons game for PS2. Looks like a fun one. Got another copy, so I'm probably going to be passing this one along. It's greatest hits of the copy of Kingdom Hearts. And of course everybody knows that's a Squaresoft gem. Then I have my first copy here of Sly Cooper and the Thieves Raccoonus. This is a great series. I want to give a chance as well eventually. My collection has gotten to the point where I can't play as many games as I want to, and that's largely due in part to my schedule. Being a parent, you have to multitask a lot, so I've been juggling stuff, and it's been a while since I've been doing that, so I haven't mastered it, but I do try. So every now and then I try to dedicate one game a week to me playing it. I mean, not actually beating it, but just playing it, giving it enough time, putting some hours into it just to say, yeah, I played it and I got to this part, so let's move along. I got another 2 Black Label games to go ahead and just finish the video. I have A Harvest Moon, Save the Homeland, and I actually thought this was exclusive to the GameCube, and turns out it's not. So if you guys know what other consoles they could be on, maybe Game Boy Advance, obviously I mentioned the GameCube, but what other systems do Harvest Moon have games for? Because this is pretty cool. When I picked it up, I had no idea they had it on PS2. And last but not least, we have a copy of Ape Escape 2 for the PS2. I played the first one on the original PlayStation, and I had a good time playing it. Except for the glitching. There's a couple glitches in certain levels, and I don't remember if there's a double jump or not, but I think it was lacking that double jump feature, so it would have been nice if they had it, but it's still pretty good pickup to have in your collection if you don't have one at the moment. But that's pretty much it. I think it's a successful week. If I could get at least 1 or 2 games that I didn't have for my collection, or if I could find 1 or 2 games for a friend that's looking for that certain title, and I happen to come across it, then to me it's a good week. So the retro gods are good to me, and I appreciate it. I really do. But like always, thanks for watching. stay tuned because I try to put up a video once a week, but every now and then, like I said, I put too much on my plate and I'm not able to, so I'm sorry for that. But I will try my best to put up at least one video a week. Like always, like, comment, subscribe. I appreciate the support, positive or negative, because you could still learn something off the negative stuff too. And like always, God bless and happy hunting.
Carry on my wayward son. There'll be peace when you are done. Lay your weary